Hi, welcome to another tech tip. So, over break, what was everyone doing but watching Stranger Things? I feel like it was everywhere. Everywhere I looked was all about Stranger Things. So I decided for coming back, I wanted to make a Stranger Things escape rooms. So let me first show you what it looks like. Okay. Oh, I got to go back to the beginning. Sorry. Okay. So it is a website. So the students, I emailed them all the link to this website, and they start out here with the page that introduces them that they're in a Stranger Things escape room, and then it goes right into questions. And I have an email that I sent them. So the questions all have a right choice and a wrong choice, and they're all multiple choice. I definitely could make this more complicated in the future, and I'm probably going to work on that. But right now, it's just multiple choice, and I have the wall with the letters. You see how I can click here. So this is the one where I definitely had to explain to students that you have to click in the background, right? You have to communicate with using the lights on the wall. If they click on the wrong answer, so I'm going to go ahead and click on D, they get just an animated GIF with some text over it. This looks like I have done so much like crazy video stuff, but I just took an animated text. And this is supposed to be from Joyce's point of view, can't you see the lights? They're flickering wrong. Your answer's correct. And it tells them to look at bullet point number 2 under classroom expectations. Okay. And it takes me back to the task. Sorry, it was a little navigation. It shouldn't have done that. So now if I click the right answer, it actually takes me to the next situation. I have a keypad here. This is where I enter my answer. The answer for this one I know is 5. Every single one of these has a screen if you click the wrong answer. So let me click a wrong answer with a different subject and a different animated GIF. But really, I came up with 5 animated GIFs. And I know I'm not the only one who does animated GIFs and memes and things like that. All of this started with me saying, create an escape room to review English procedures. But I want you to realize I put that into Gemini and had it come up with a bunch of the questions. Notice I attached the Google Docs document, and this is in my Gemini gem that is already trained to be an English teacher. So I have this Gemini gem already loaded with the English standards and with the syllabi for all of our classes. So it has a good idea of what the topics are of the classes, right? So it went ahead and spit out an escape room right away. And I told it to create the materials for the individual stations, and it did. And then I told it to make an answer key. And then this is when I started actually using it. Okay. So I went in and said, okay, this is going to be my first, my first task is going to be the buyer's house, right? The entry protocol. Notice the directions on this are different because I realized that this was too hard to code the way I wanted to use it. So originally it had it where you were coming up with a 4-digit code to unlock, which is very much like an escape room, but I was not at the point at the coming back from break where I was going to be able to do this for multiple inputs. So what I did was I just made it so that these are links. And because I just clicked on it, it just went to the next one, okay? So these letters, each one of them individually is a link. Well, not each one of them individually. I actually did the whole end of the alphabet as one link to the screen for the wrong question, right? So this is one of the many iterations that I had AI come up with for the way to ask the question. And these are just questions about if the classroom door is unlocked, what do you do to let someone know you're at the door? Sadly, this is a procedure that I must teach. But you see, this is very clearly communicating student expectations. I have 5 simple questions, and if they get them wrong, it just takes them back. So when they get to the end, the only part that I get is that they have escaped the English teacher classroom and I get their form. And in the next few weeks, I'm going to take you through all the steps to how I set this up. But I want you to know it all started in Google Gemini with me asking this very simple question, which is, can you create an escape room to review English procedures with this theme? And I attached. And then I worked and modified it to make it exactly what I wanted. So I hope this video helps. I hope you spend some time playing with Gemini, pick a task that you want to create, and really refine it and spend like a half an hour playing with Gemini. I think you'll enjoy it. Have a great week. Bye.